Thou shalt not judge. How many times have you heard that, right? The non-believers out there love that verse. You see picketers, they have their little signs anytime they're doing protest. Anytime you confront a friend, thou shalt not judge is what they throw at you. Let me tell you what the Bible says about that. Actually, that line is a misquote from the Sermon on the Mount when Jesus was talking and he was giving this incredible, the best sermon ever given to all these people. One of the lines he said was, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." He didn't say, "Thou shalt not judge." It sounds like that was one of the 10 Commandments or something. Not that. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Now let's break that down. What was he talking about? If you really read the whole context before and after that line, he's talking about don't worry about other people, pretty much. You just worry about yourself. You need to fix yourself first, because right after that, he talks about you trying to get the speck out of someone else's eye. In other words, a small sin. You're trying to correct that small sin while you've got a ton of sin in your own life. And he says that's a plank in your eye. So why are you trying to get the speck out of your neighbor's eye when you have a plank in your own eye? So really he's talking about getting yourself right with God and clean first before you can help other people. Before you can not judge other people, but help them through a situation or call it out. To be that voice of truth in someone's life, not condemnation. You're coming from a point of love. So anyway, the context of that is fix yourself first so that you can then help the other person. So he comes right back to it. Fix yourself first so you can then take the speck out of their eye. So he comes back as if it is okay to do that. But the whole word judgment has just been misused. It's not judging somebody else. You should always come from a point of love. Guess what? The number 2 biggest thing that Jesus said we should have in our life. Love your neighbor. What's number 1? Love your God with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. Number 2, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you always need to come from a point of love, not judging, not condemnation. Judging is up to God. Let Him do that. But if you do have a friend in your life, if they're falling, if they're slipping, if they're doing stupid stuff, sinful stuff that you know of, you as a friend can come into their life and help them and love them and walk them through it, for the point of helping them and getting them through this situation where they can live life to the fullest and get past this, because you know that that sin is going to lead them down the wrong path and they're going to wind up deeper than they ever wanted to be and in a bad situation. So when you confront somebody like that, it needs to always be in love. And you never question somebody's motives. If somebody's doing something stupid or sinful, it's not up to you to be judgmental at all about why they're doing this. You'll never figure out why they're doing it. You just worry about the what, and you help them through the what it is that they're doing. And as you're helping them through the what, figure out the why. So you're going to be asking questions. Why do you think you're doing this? And usually it's because they have a void in their life and they're trying to patch that void up with this sin. They're trying to find their fun, find their happiness in whatever sin this is. So you need to help them through that. Focus on the what, figure out the why, love them through it, and get them to the other side. But the rest of that parable, the rest of what Jesus is talking about in that sermon, he says, don't waste your pearls on pigs. Your pearls is good advice. Your pearls is love, helping somebody through something. Don't waste that on a pig. What is he saying? There are going to be people in your life who don't want any part of it, who still will say to the grave, you are judging them and you are condemning them when you're really just trying to love them through the situation. But don't waste your pearls on pigs. You're going to find those people. Just move on. It's okay. Hey, I love you and I wish the best for you and I wish that you wouldn't do this, but you know what? You do you. I'll do me. Let's figure out what we do have in common. Let's figure out what we can get along with and love each other and just be friends. If not, then just walk away. So if you do come across somebody that's just not going to listen, not going to accept your love and your help through the situation, it's okay. Just move on. Don't look at that as defeat. Just look at it as, hey, that's their problem, not mine. And move on and love them anyway. The Bible also says iron sharpens iron. So if you do have other Christian friends and they're falling short, come to them in love. Help them through a situation. Call them out, not condemning them, not judging them. You're loving them through this. You're helping them through this. Iron sharpens iron. You are helping them become sharper in their walk. And they're going to think about it. It might sting a little bit at first, and they might get mad and lash back at you. But when they have time to think about it and process it, as long as you did it in love, they're going to come back and say, you know what, you were right. I was really stupid. So hopefully they can find that humility enough to be able to come back. But anyway, I just wanted to give a little summary on thou shalt not judge, because that's not what the Bible says. It says something close to that, but it means something completely different. So love your neighbor like you love yourself. Don't condemn. Don't judge anybody. But do come to their aid. Do call stuff out. Figure out how to help that person get through whatever it is that they're struggling with, and let them see that there's a better way. So be that friend. Love you guys. See you next time. Be sure to subscribe if you like stuff like this. Take care.